It is time now for the PHL Evening News for this Saturday evening, March 14th, 2015. Good evening, everybody. I'm Peter Wiggins here, and here are your 5:30 p.m. news headlines here, and our top story at 5:30 p.m. here on this Saturday evening here is residents in cyclone-ravaged Vanuatu hunkered in emergency shelters for a second straight night Saturday after venturing out to find their homes damaged or blown away by the powerful storm of Cyclone Pam, aid workers said. At least 60 passengers drowned, dozens went missing in a shipwreck off the coast of Myanmar's western state of Rakhine, the local press reported on Saturday. The frantic voices of rescuers could be heard on the body cam video showing the moment baby Lily was found 1 week ago in Utah. Reggie Bush agrees to terms with the San Francisco 49ers as Bristol Palin engaged to a decorated U.S. Marine. In Denver, Colorado, a United Airlines turboprop plane landed safely after a return to Denver International Airport on Saturday when a Kansas City-bound flight blew a tire on takeoff, officials said. Israeli national security does not lend itself easily to sketch comedy, but a much-discussed campaign aid for the Governor and Lincoln Party that launched last month a couple getting dressed for a night out, opening the door to the babysitter and found us smiling as polls show Israeli voters have mood issues beyond as they have suffered Netanyahu fatigue. In Erbil, Iraqi Kurdish authorities said on Sunday that they have evidence that Islamic State had used chlorine gas as a chemical weapon against the Peshmerga fighters in northern Iraq in January. A large crowd was expected to gather at Madison East High School on Saturday for the funeral of a 19-year-old black youth killed by a white police officer. The names of the 7 Special Operation Marines killed in a helicopter crash off the Florida Panhandle on Tuesday were released by the triggering morning and fought for remembrance of what they were about. Philadelphia police were naming the Valor Medal for murdered police officer Robert Wilson III before a funeral procession in Philadelphia. 5 residents of Ferguson, Missouri filed an affidavit seeking to recall Mayor James Knowles as a man for whomever struck 2 police officers outside the city's police department continues. U.S. stock markets are in the midst of a patient panic ahead of a Wednesday's Federal Reserve statement when many investors expected change in the Fed's language that would send a clear signal yet that a rate hike is coming soon. Wholesale prices in the U.S. have fallen to the 4th straight month for February of the week, according to the market report. Wholesale prices have fallen for the 4th straight month in February. Lily James plays Cinderella in a new version of the story that's somehow more regressive than the 1950 animated version. SXSW brings film, tech, and music to Austin, Texas every year, but the television expands its reach and prestige. The small screen is making its mark in the fest of a big way by kicking off the film sector with a party hosted by the television network. NASA boffins crowed on Friday that the U.S. Space Agency has successfully launched its 4 magnetospheric multi-scale spacecraft in Earth's orbit. Although it's possible to fully reset the infinite digits of the pi, in Kansas City, Missouri, Kansas health officials say a foodborne illness linked to some Bluebell ice cream products may have been a contributing factor in the deaths of 3 hospital patients. Long-term use of AstraZeneca heart drug brings benefits and some risks. At least 10 Americans are possibly exposed to the deadly Ebola virus were being flown to the United States from Sierra Leone for observation. In Lunenburg, Massachusetts at Northfield Street, motor accident, entrapment, and tools work in life flight has been requested. And in Summers, Connecticut, at Main Street at School Street, a 2-car motor vehicle accident. And in Dudley Square, man shot multiple times. Police are looking for a Mercedes-Benz SUV with black with tinted windows. Take a look at sports news here. Albany beat Stony Brook 51-50 on a 3-pointer by Peter Hooley from the top of the key to win the American East tournament on Saturday. Indian Wells, California victory for Serena Williams and India Wells. In Gainesville, Florida, NHRA's Larry Dixon walks away from a straight catch at Gator Nationals. And The Boston Bruins beat the Pittsburgh Penguins down in Pittsburgh 2-0 here. And other scores running in NHL. Philadelphia Flyers blow out the Detroit Red Wings 7-2, and the Chicago Blackhawks are leading the San Jose Sharks 2-1 with 8:33 left in the second period here. Tonight, the Boston Celtics will be in Indianapolis taking on the Indiana Pacers. Game time 7 o'clock. Peter Cello News Times now 5:35 here. Time now for a travel report on this Saturday afternoon. It's rainy Saturday evening here, and it shows Route 3 in the northbound side slow from Derby Street in Hingham all the way past Route 18 in Weymouth. That is because due to an accident here on Route 3 in the northbound side around the Weymouth stretch, so expect some delays. Southeast Expressway to southbound side, backed up from the Pike all the way down for Quincy. Southeast Expressway still from Quincy down from Dorchester here. 93 in the southbound side. We got an accident here before Route 28 in Somerville, so expect some delays here. Route 93 in the northbound side. It's backed up from the Pike all the way down for the Zakin Bridge, so expect some delays. Store Drive westbound slow from Lever Connector all the way up to before the Mass Avenue Bridge. Route 3 on the southbound side, a little slow around Route 128. That is because we got an accident on 120 on the northbound side around Route 3 in Burlington, so expect some delays here. 128 a little slow after Route 2 in Waltham here. But otherwise, a smooth sailing commute here, and down in Rhode Island here. 95 on the southbound side here. It is slow from Route 126 in Providence all the way down for downtown Providence. 146 southbound slow before Route 95 in downtown Providence here. And 95 on the northbound side is backed up for Route 37 in Warwick all the way down for Cranston here. And a look at the MBTA here. And Civil Line SL1 bus route experiencing minor delays due to traffic here. And on the Kabir Rail is Mullen Fine here. And the ferries are Mullen Fine. Peter Cello News Times 5:37 here, and it's time now for a weather report here for tonight. Rain mainly before 11 p.m. and then a chance of drizzle and Petrobog low around 33 degrees. East wind about 5 miles covered light and variable. Chance of precipitation 100% due to precipitation by split. 3 to 10 quarter inch possible. For Sunday, chance of rain snow showers before 2 p.m. Then rain and showers likely between 2 and 5 p.m. Then rain likely possible mixed with snow showers after 5 p.m. Increased clouds but a low average 42 degrees. West wind about 9 miles, 7 to 9 miles by chance of precipitation 6%. New snow accumulation less than evidence possible for Sunday night. Chance of snow showers before 8 p.m. Clouds during the early evening and gradual cooling skies with a low around 24 degrees. Northwest wind about 7 to 10 miles gust size, 20 miles by chance of to 30%. New snow accumulation less than evidence possible for Monday. Increased clouds higher to 45 degrees. Northwest wind about 3 to 6 miles by Monday. Chance of rain showers before 5 a.m. Then a slight chance of rain and snow showers. Most of the clouds low about 33 degrees. Southwest wind about 7 miles by chance of to 30%. For Tuesday, the podcast sky about 44, low about 80 degrees. For Wednesday, both Saturday, mostly coast sky about 29, low about 60 degrees. For Thursday, Saturday, mostly coast sky about 36, low about 90 degrees. For Friday, most of Saturday, mostly cloud sky about 41, low about 24 degrees. And for Saturday, hot sky about 45 degrees. Not temperature Saturday at 45 degrees with rainy skies. Let's come here for the Peter Channel 5:30 evening news on this March 14, 2015 on a Saturday evening. Peter was here. Have a good evening with a good party. I'll be looking forward to see you too for an 11 o'clock report. Have a good evening.